those ones, however many colors.
What are your you had two. What? Six? You don't have that many hands.
I've been flying. If you want to pull it out, pull the thing out. That'd be helpful.
There's a lot of machines.
Going. Oh, sorry. Couple guys that really love guitar picks.
Oh, really?
So I've been selling those by the hundred. I was talking to the pro shop by AdOnAir. It's like a portable holder, like a training device that I use to start selling at the shop. Cool. This is word of mouth.
That's great. That's great. Hey, as long as you got cash.
Happy with me right now. I have a meeting with TriMet tomorrow. Talk about the big $40,000 one.
Whoa! You better not mess up because you're in your background. Okay. I don't, so I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. With all those colorful flowers and stuff, it's hard to even see.
All right.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me? Raise your hand.
Is this an elementary school type stuff?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my favorite day of the week.
I don't want to see that.
Not only is it hump
They
day.
can't hear you very good.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good morning. Welcome to Woodbury Cuts. This is the place to be on Wednesday mornings for everyone. If you love small business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you even have an idea that you want to start a small business, this is the place to be. We don't just network. We make meaningful connections. That's the whole idea behind this, is to build a community of entrepreneurs that support one another. And that was the whole idea behind the reason Kaufman Foundation started this. But before we do that, it's National Black Business Month. And the reason that's important is because, how can I put this? Black-owned businesses make up about 14% of all the businesses in the United States. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of revenue that adds to the gross national product. Support a black business. Go online, find a black business, leave a review. If you've never shopped at a black business, of which there are hundreds in Oakland County, there are hundreds in the metro area that sell everything you can imagine. So support a black business because they have unique challenges, and they really start from a place where they have 2 strikes against them already. They need your support. That is part of our mission as Open and Thrive, is to support businesses of all types. The Kaufman Foundation wants to make sure that there are no barriers for anyone who wants to start a business, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're green, whether you're yellow, whether you're purple, whether you're male, whether you're female, whether you're transgender. It doesn't matter. The goal is to eliminate all the barriers of anyone who wants to start a small business. So thank you for that. So of course, we have to make sure we do some housekeeping. Incubizo wants to make sure that everyone signs in, and the reason they do that is because they just want to get an idea as to who comes every week. We're not going to spam you. We're not going to use your email for anything nefarious. In fact, we're probably not even going to use it. We just want to keep track of the people who come each week because we want to get to know you as individuals and as people. We want to know your names, and we want to make sure that you know us. Because we run this program for you guys, not because we, get paid for this. About 1 million cups. If you are a first-timer, here's what 1 million cups is. It was founded in 2012 by the Kaufman Foundation because what they wanted to do was build an entrepreneurial ecosystem to support small business owners. Before they started this, there was nothing like this in the whole country. Can you imagine that? People meet every week for networking events, but there's nothing really focused on small business owners. And they have unique challenges. They need to be able to share their expertise with one another, to support one another, because their challenges are very, very unique. And the whole idea, again, is to be welcoming and radically inclusive. And as I look through the audience, we see everyone, and everyone is invited. So we like that. 111 communities across the country, nationwide. Most of the big cities have 1 or 2 chapters. We have 2 here in Michigan, 2 in the Detroit area, hopefully 3. Of course, OCIC, every. And Ginger for Ann Arbor. We want to welcome all those that who come out every week to support us. We really, really appreciate your support. I see folks here who come every week. It goes to show that they find this what we do important. Past presenters. If you've ever presented at 1 million cups, raise your hand, please. Great. If you are a small business owner or you have an idea that you want to start a business and you want to bring your idea to the group, talk to these wonderful people who have presented before, and they'll tell you how easy it is and how much fun it is and the value that they've gotten out of presenting here. If you are an organizer, the people who make this event run every week, please raise your hand. Thank you for what you do every week. Without volunteer organizers, we couldn't do this every week. This is a lot of work to put this together, but we do it because we love it and because we love entrepreneurship. If you are a first-timer, if this is your first time being here, we've got a gift for you. Please raise your hand. All right.
Keep your hand up.
Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up. So we can see.
I'm going to take your picture and follow you.
See, I told you. All right. Again, if you want to present, here are the rules. It's not a pitch. You be nice. People will be nice to you. Bring your ideas, even if you don't have a business, but you want to say, hey, I've got this great idea. I don't know where to start. Guys, I need some help. That's what we're here for. It's really easy to present. Go to 1millioncups.com/present. You get an hour of free coaching. We give you a template that you can use to put your ideas on paper. We coach you through it. It's really, really easy process. It's easier than what I'm doing up here, that's for sure. So use the QR code or 1millioncups.com. If you have a question.
Yeah, you said it's not a pitch.
It's not a pitch.
But it'd be a pitch practice. I mean, because some people are trying to get investors, and so you need to practice your pitch many times if you haven't practiced.
That is true. That's here, but it's still not a
There will be
pitch.
a workshop at the Incubizo on practicing your pitch, so stick around.
Yes, but to your point, because we don't just have you present and then you go away and never come back. We work with you. So if you want to practice a pitch and hone your pitch, you have an audience of people that you can do that, but just not on Wednesday mornings. Unless, of course, you buy coffee. That's all different. Coffee sponsor, Ginger. Thank you so much for providing coffee this morning. Ginger Limon Creative is our coffee sponsor this morning. How do you be a coffee sponsor? Talk to Christine. Christina, raise your hand. She is the one who coordinates coffees. And thank you so much. And those are kind of the rules. You buy coffee, you can see how many people are in the room, 50, 55 people. Coffee, if you want to buy treats, fruit, donuts, steak and lobster dinners, it's all cool. And you get to pitch. Coffee sponsor gets to pitch. They get 5 minutes. They can talk about their business. They can bring flyers. They can do giveaways. They can do boots on the ground. They can do whatever they want to for 5 minutes. So if you want to be a coffee sponsor, talk to Christina. We're booked out through September. Okay, middle of October. So if you want to get in on this, it's great. Hey, listen. Let's invite up our coffee sponsor. Before we invite up our 2 presenters today, the presenters each get about 6 minutes to talk about their challenges, and then you, the audience, gives them feedback. And the way the feedback is done is that we don't tell them what they should do. We make some suggestions, maybe some things that have worked in our business that we've done to increase productivity or to get more customers, or maybe some marketing tips and things that we've tried in our businesses that's going to increase business. They've got some unique challenges, and they're brave to bring them to this group, so be nice to them. Okay? All right? I know you will. But let's invite up our coffee sponsor. Let's learn a little bit more about Ginger Long Creative. She's an amazing photographer. Let's hear some more.
Good morning. So most of you, thank you. Yes, you can feel free to clap at any time. That'll be appreciated. Most of you know me as the organizer for 1MC in Ann Arbor. So 1MC for you new people, that's 1 million cups. So if you hear 1MC. But a lot of people don't even know what I do beyond my volunteer job. So I thought I would come and be a coffee sponsor. Now, I don't think in Ann Arbor we've ever had anybody bring a banner. I encourage you to do that. Look how easy that is from the back of the room. Can you scan that code from across the room? So the first 14 people that joined my email list, hopefully you can listen to what I'm saying and multitask and join my email list. I have 14 vouchers to give away, and this is a free photo session. This is a headshot session where you get 3 images, and it's not just showing up in whatever clothes. You get a little consultation via Zoom, figure out what your brand is, what you want to convey, and of course there's always an option to buy more images, so we can turn it into a personal branding session if you'd like. If I could have my first slide, that would be, oh, I'm supposed to do that. See, we don't do that in Ann Arbor. What do I point? Here?
Doesn't matter. Oh, now you broke it.
Yep, can you do it for me?
Oh, I like that.
So my first slide should be how to contact me. There we go. So there's the QR code. For new business owners, it's really easy to make a QR code. If anybody has a question on how to do that in Canva, just see me afterwards. This shows that I do personal branding, high school seniors, families, and I'm also doing a new portrait series called This Is Me, and it's kind of a study in black and white. So usually people either love black and white or they're like, that's not me. So if you, I need to be on camera. See, I like to work the room. Okay, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, that's right. So I do a lot of variety. Right now I'm attracting a lot of second marriages. That's kind of an extension of family work. So I kind of let the universe bring, but this is where I really jam. If you want me to take pictures of buildings, I'm not your gal. If you want me to take pictures of little babies, I have lots of referrals, but this is my jam. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so my superpower is, how many people in the room think they're not photogenic? It's you, there's probably several of you that actually aren't, and you're afraid to raise your hand. That's what I'm sharing. So one of my superpowers is photographing people who aren't photogenic. And the secret sauce to Ginger Love, yes, my name does sound like a tea flavor. That is my real birth name, and this is my married name. I've been married 32 years, and this means foothills of the mountains in Norwegian. But anyway, so it's not a made-up name, it's my actual name. I love to work with people who think that they're not photogenic, and I have lots of things in my secret sauce to make you feel comfortable. I also love working with people who have some sensory issues. So there may be even people in this room right now where the microphone is kind of tinny in their ears, and they're kind of like, or the lights are too bright, or there's something about the smells in the room. So or they could be on the autism spectrum. So if you or a loved one kind of fall in that category and you're like, wow, nobody's ever asked me about what I think about the lights, I'm probably your guy. If you need a confidence boost, which I think kind of everybody does these days, I have some different things. I'm going to be launching a new course, How to Improve Your Smile in 60 Days. And I'm doing a beta testing with a small group right now before I officially launch it. But it's a combination of mindset shifting, actual like base yoga practices. I know it sounds woo-woo, but it works. So think about that. A lot of people, I hate to say, have been shamed by a professional photographer. They've had a bad experience. It could be even when they were in elementary school and they had 3 seconds to take a photo in a chair and then boom. So if you've had a bad experience, I can also kind of work with you. And there are a lot of people, younger people under, I would say 30, that have never been professionally photographed either. Mainly because their parents, thought photos were too expensive, cameras were too expensive. That shift from film to digital, there's just a lot of people who haven't been professionally photographed. So unless you've been married, maybe you never had a senior photo session, that kind of thing. So if you go to the next slide, please, if I'm doing good on time. There's 2 ways to book me. So I have, and you see Daryl Dennis, so he's been to my studio. You can buy, standard packages that I'm very flexible on timing, or I have a headshot day coming up on September 6th, and I'm going to have professional hair and makeup in the room, so you don't even really have to think about doing your hair and makeup. So we make it easy, we make it fun, and I think I'm out of time. So make sure you sign up for my email list, and the first 14 people get a voucher for a free session. So thank you very much.
Excuse me, ma'am, you have to come back. We do things a little differently here. So if anyone has any questions for Ginger, you get to do one. Absolutely. Come on.
Like clarifying question.
Yeah. Of course, you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
If there's anything you want to know about photography, she's the one. Absolutely. Thank you, Ginger. Yeah.
If you guys have ideas of courses that you could take online, my husband's going to go on sabbatical, and so there's some chance I might be working remotely part of coming up in the next 2 years. So I'm really interested in kind of that DIY, how I can empower and coach people. Because I do a lot of coaching with 1MC. I'm like, I think the universe is giving me towards doing more photo coaching.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay. So our first presenter this morning, Prismatic. Did you want to go second? Sorry. Please put your hands together for Michael.
Sorry, Mom.
Prismatic flower essences. Interesting. Tell us about it, Michael.
Hi everyone, I see some familiar faces here. My name is Michael. I'm an energy healer and advanced flower essence practitioner. A little bit of a history about that so you guys can kind of wrap your... Oh, no, you don't know what you guys
One thing at a time.
Flower essences are like the spirit of the plant where it's actually not a physical plant part. And so different flowers and plants are picked first thing in the morning. They're placed in a bowl of water, and they sit in that water under direct sunlight for about 3 hours. And then after the plant parts are scooped out, what's left is kind of like that footprint, energy resonance, or the spirit of the flower. And each flower corresponds to a specific emotion: anxiety, grief, resentment, nightmares, PTSD, and trauma. And I work with a lot of traumatized people. And it's a gentle way of being able to help people heal and empower them to empower their own health journey, right? Because how many times do we go to a doctor and they just tell us what's wrong? We're not trying to heal the whole person. So that's kind of what I do. And then I also offer energy healing services like Reiki, inner child healing, ear seeds, which is auricular therapy for acupuncture points on the ears, crystal healing, and a bunch of other stuff. And I teach online energy healing courses. And I have a pretty big, robust internet presence. I have everything. You name the platform, I'm probably on it. I have everything that you'd want in a business, really, as far as being online. I collaborate with businesses such as Ascension School of Healing Arts in Ferndale and Skin Onyx, which is a beauty bar out in Shelby Township. And so I have access to a lot of customers. And what I want to do is be able to create a community where people can come to me in whatever part of life that they want to work on and not feel judged, to feel safe, and to have somebody that will follow up with them. So, and I also offer the retail products as well, so they can just go online and buy it, because some people don't even want to be bothered with a consultation. So I do offer that as well. Okay, go ahead. I already touched that. Okay. So I have a pretty, like I said, I have a pretty big online presence. I recently went on Google Merchant, and that was a lot of work. And you wouldn't believe what they put you through when you have to go through something like that. But I had some explosive growth, which was absolutely wonderful. And I have a lot of click-through rates and all that kind of stuff. So everything looks really faded and fabulous, right? So, but the problem that I'm having is there's some form of a disconnect between the views, the content, the customer making that purchase or reaching out for something. And that is my biggest challenge that I found, because I feel like what's happening in my situation is I think that they know what the hell I'm talking about, but maybe they're not understanding it, because when you are in your own project, you kind of have tunnel vision. And I think that having some different perspectives would probably help. I'm on social media, I'm on, everything. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, is the consistency of sales and things like that. I have customers that come to me every single month, so I know that the products are the problem. So that's kind of what I'm trying to convert, is to get people to actually come in and say, I understand this is what I want to help me. So basically, the current successes I have, good people that I work with, like Ascension and Skin Onyx, and my SEO is about as good as you can get. The schema, the sitemaps, the Google Maps, all the bells and whistles. It's highly decorated. And so, but I feel like in the midst of that there's just kind of been some type of disconnect from what I'm trying to convey to them, because it's done in a digital way. And so that's honestly my biggest problem. I should have made less slides, right? Okay, so anyway, you guys get like the gist of it, right? So basically what I would need is some people that would want to come and join on a journey with me, but that also want to learn my business and want to understand it in order to be able to help me. Because a lot of people are like, are you a flower shop? No, I'm not. So I need people that are going to give me some ideas that can help bridge the gap between me and wanting to, build long-term relationships. Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to go first.
Fine job. So sounds like you're doing a lot of things correctly. That's great. Sounds like you've got all the analytics, and you're online, and you're doing all these different things, but maybe there's some disconnect in the messaging.
Right.
That's kind of what I'm hearing, right? So we have a lot of marketers in the room. Who'd like to be first to come up and talk a little bit about some now? All the way. Let's start real loud.
Hi, Kim. I'm Quinn. Nice to meet you. So I think that your business is amazing, and you're doing a lot of great work. I'm thinking that maybe you should get in contact with like partnerships, so like partners with chiropractors, because they believe in holistic medicine or different holistic medicine type of people from the community.
Speak up, hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Okay.
Now we can.
I was saying to Michael here that he should be in partnership with different type of holistic persons, so chiropractic, people who make oils and things like that, to connect with them, to piggyback off of their clientele and get you some more publishing on different platforms, and just getting more out to the community, because the internet is a thing, don't get me wrong, and I trust that, I completely understand. The internet is a thing, but getting out here, boots on the ground, and like connecting with persons, that's a great way to get more customers. Of course, no worries.
Hi everybody, it's Melissa Davis, marketing geek. Hi, how are you? Is this your website? Is that's what pulled up on that? So yeah, and I was like, whoa, huge disconnect. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. Absolutely. Well, I know Daryl mentioned that. Messaging is critical, and I wish we could see the website, because I want to see how the customers flow through it. Because whenever I see numbers like that, like, okay, you're driving traffic all day long, that's what I mean. I do that all the time. I get you to the door, but then something happens when they get there. And that really means that there's something out of place on the website, and the messaging is not clear. And the offer is not readily available, it's not clear. And that could be part of their conversion issue there. I think also, because of the nature of what you offer, if you're looking for people who are sort of outside your industry, who are not into holistic arts, but potentially could be, there needs to be an explanation that is less expert, but less, more like a 3-year-old level, because they're not used to how you say things in the world and what is essence and all that great stuff. So sharing your benefits and understanding the journey.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Steve. I missed, what content are you actually posting? Is that on Instagram or like, for example, what I'm thinking of is specifically, are you doing anything on YouTube?
I made a mistake. Can we bring up his website?
Right. I think what you do would be so beautiful to look at. Just you talk, make it once a week and 30 seconds.
It's coming up as so much.
Myself and how this plan, like places the week or something. But I think YouTube would
We should
really
take at
work
least that.
extremely well for you because you've got a really unique visual. You're a great person. I'm listening, and I learned so much just in your 10 seconds, and that would really, I think, be a huge plus for you.
So I was trying to look at your website too to just see what was going on. But it's okay. My suggestion was that, well, communication is a two-way street, right?
What's his website? Prismaticflowers.com.
But sometimes it can be hard to figure out what the user is actually thinking directly. So we can have all these metrics and all these insights and all this qualitative data, but maybe you could find a way to hire a person, a company, or something like that to actually hear from people who visit the website, or maybe do a case study, or maybe do A/B testing, which is what I do in my business. You just reach the users directly and just flat out get their thoughts. Even if it's something as simple as them filling out a 3-question survey. Do you know what this is? You might think they know, but you'll never know if you don't actually talk to them. So
Hi, I'm Adam. I confess I had never heard of the phrase flower essences before today. I was able to find your website. I just looked for flower essence practitioner. So the good news is you pop right up, like second side of Google. So, and then I also looked at Instagram and I So here's my question. Have you ever asked any of your clients for endorsements? Because the one thing I didn't see on your website, for someone especially who's never heard this before, is what exactly this is, to hear a first person story about this is how it helped me. And because you already have an Instagram account, which is video friendly, if you got some of your clients maybe to talk about how they felt after going through this treatment, that would help.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Any other comments or suggestions? I thought those were great. So,
Come to me later, I need your email. I wrote a whole article about this.
go for it.
Oh,
So why don't you guys connect afterwards, okay?
There, all better. I fixed it.
He fixed it.
All right. Anthony, you again.
I'm fine.
We offer our small business.
I appreciate that, because I was like, oh,
No, that's ginger.
So, of the
Huh?
things you've heard,
That's ginger.
is there one thing
Should be
that's still
Prismatic
out
cloud.
there that is going fairly quick?
Yeah, that works.
Stalking my clients because I have enough of them, just to say, hey, come and just explain your experience, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
And then
It came up.
they would all do it. It's
weird.
Yeah.
Your phone could be grabbing.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Give them a
hit
hand,
that one
please.
instead.
So we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to go to something a little different. AdOnAir. That sounds interesting and intriguing, doesn't it? What is AdOnAir? Satish,
Thank you.
come tell us what AdOnAir is. You want to drive or you want me to drive?
Whatever you want.
That one.
So, just a quick for Michael, I told him to add Ann Arbor as a location. I think he can get a really good following. And then I think you should talk to Donnie. He's an influencer for TikTok and Instagram. And that will be a good contact for you. Yeah, absolutely. And then I just wanted to thank you, Ginger. Ginger is a good friend of mine for several years now. She's wonderful. I think you should check out her services. I'm sure you will not regret it. Yeah. So just imagine the TVs that you're seeing here as a small business startup or just a message you want to put it on TV. So imagine you can use your cell phone to put your advertisement or your brand on one of those TVs. Or the fun use case could be you go to your favorite restaurant with your spouse and your reservation is 7 o'clock, you put 7:15, a message, happy anniversary here, whatever, and you celebrate that kind of fun way. AdOnAir is the platform, is a SaaS-based platform that we are trying to accomplish just that what I talked about. My name is Satish. I'm the founder and CEO of AdOnAir. Thank you so much for 1 million cup. Thank you for Joe, and the team, and Ginger as well, who introduced me to this place. So AdOnAir is a SaaS-based platform that lets you advertise on TV. So it does 3 main things. So let me just go to this. Okay. So it does 3 things. I'm going to kind of go around the slides and I'll just explain to you. So it does 3 things. So the first, it opens up the TV for the screen owner so they can easily control their TV, put their ad, put their video, images, messages, and any time of the day and throughout the day kind of thing. There's really not an easy way to do that at this point. So if you're seeing some of the TVs, they're using maybe like 2 or 3 slides using PowerPoint or some kind of USB stick. So that's the one. The second thing it does is it opens up those TVs to small businesses and individuals like all of us. So just imagine, just like an example I gave you, you go to downtown or a campus and you put your brand advertisement, or you go to restaurants, stuff like that. So it does, that's the second thing it does. Then it opens up those TVs to advertise for all of us. The third thing it does is, for all intent and purpose, these TVs are really not generating any revenue, it's inaccessible. So what it does is it opens up those TVs as a revenue source for the TV owner. So all these TVs can generate revenue. So what happens is if small businesses and individuals advertise on those TVs, the small advertisement cost that gets shared with the platform TV owner and the platform. So that's the revenue sharing. That's really the three things it does. We have been, so our sales-based platform, we have been working on this about a year now. About 4 months ago, we put it live, version 1.0, and then about end of last month, or 2.1 version is there. We have a handful of customers. We don't have any revenue at this point. And some of the things that we are trying to do is the platform adoption. So I talked a little bit about what are the pain and what are the opportunities. But in terms of what is out there, really the best you can do is some content management things. So either you can use USB stick, put the PowerPoint or images, or if you want to spend some decent amount of money, then there's some content management system that you can put content on TV. But that's really the extent of it. You can go to the business owner and ask, okay, I want to advertise. That's what Ginger did that here. But it's not really as easy as using your phone or something to put it on TV. So really, there's not a really good one-to-one solution that we can provide. But anything that we have is really not very easy and expensive. So that's really our competitive landscape right at this minute. So what we're trying to do is we really kind of try to create this hyper-local advertising platform for small businesses where there's a cross-sell and upsell opportunities where people can take advantage of, or small businesses can take advantage of those opportunities to really grow and not just the small business community, to grow and communicate and really kind of build that local ecosystem for the advertisement. So that's really what we are. So I think there's a slide added here. So I have not prepared this slide, but I'm going to tell you what we have tried or works and what hasn't worked, and we'd love to get your feedback. So what we have been trying is making lots of calls. Obviously, we have a website, AdOnAir.com. And by the way, I have this business card I'm going to give. You guys are welcome to have this, but I have here. So we have a website. We made a bunch of calls. We sent emails, and we also went to businesses, different businesses talking to. So that's what we have done. We have some mixed success. Everybody we talk to, they like the product. They think it's really unique and good. But when it comes to making that jump, small businesses tend to be not so open to change, and it's launching a new technology kind of thing. So that's the one thing we are kind of running against. I think talking in person really worked. So that's the one thing. What we are trying to do is I'm calling it business door knocking. So that's the one thing we're going to do. Actually, today is the first one we are doing. So we'll see that plays out within an hour. I'm going to a bunch of other people from our company. So that's what worked really good is just kind of talking in person instead of sending email or social media and website and all that. So that's the one thing. What hasn't worked? I think platform adoption is the biggest thing at this point that we want to accomplish. And we have like two different things. So one is we need a screen owner, and then we want someone to advertise on it. So there's a kind of dual aspect. But I really feel that once we get some threshold number of screen owner, it has a snowball effect. Because I think we got something really good going. And I'm happy to, and I'd love to learn from your feedback. But that's really what kind of our main challenge, the platform adoption. So I'll just leave you guys to give me some feedback, advise how getting the platform adoption going.
Nice job. So I should talk to you?
So, there are two reasons.
Okay.
So the one is, the least you can do with our platform is you can control and you can put content on your TV very, very easily
Okay.
with your phone.
Okay.
And then the second thing you can do, the second thing you want to talk to me about it, currently your TV really don't generate any money. And that will, our platform will let you generate the money out of your TV. So that's what we do.
So there's the message. Right there is, hey, Mr. Bar owner, let me show you how you can increase your revenue. I like that, because every bar owner wants to make more money, right? Yes.
Can you say that again? But that microphone has to be super close.
Okay. So I was just saying that there are two things why someone, a bar owner or any business with TV want to talk to us. They want to use the platform. One is the least they can do is they can control their TV, put their ad any time of the day, their content, their messaging, which they're really not able to do that at this point easily. The second main thing is to generate revenue off of those TVs, and that's the really other main reason.
That's what they want to hear. Absolutely. So it sounds like you have two different customers. You've got the digital platform owner, and then you need to have some messaging that's going to go out and talk to the people who want to advertise on it.
That's right. So we got a B2B and B2C aspect.
Got it. Okay. Which of those are most important to you?
So
in the beginning, as you set the platform up.
That's right. So the very first thing is we need to screen sign up.
Okay.
And that's our main goal right now. And when I'm talking about the business door knocking aspect, that's our main goal to sign up. Some kind of threshold, based on our analysis and our calculation, we need 50 TVs to really get this ball rolling. It's not a big number.
Sure. If you're a business owner and you want to advertise on your TVs, I think this is the guy to talk to. Any comment from the audience? Please come on.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to come up front because we have a.
This is my first time, like,
Well, welcome.
I design businesses, so the first thing I thought about your AdOnAir is that you're the Uber of ads, okay? You match an asset with someone who wants to use it. So just like I use my app to hail a car, you want the small business owner to hail TV. So if you start to use the language of stuff that people know, immediately it clicks. Okay, so that's the first thing. I love which side do you want to motivate, stimulate, curate. So if you need the assets of the business owners, maybe start using some of that quick. To the bar owner.
Connected. UFC speaker. Bluetooth connected with team.
Start to use some of that language. You're the Uber of, right? You do, or you're the Airbnb of, right? So you do asset sharing. And then of course, absolutely talking to those individual assets and finding out what their key pain points are. Is it a time of day? Is it the age of the screen? Is it maybe the opening hours, or whatever? And then you can start building eBay, which is a bid system. So you take yourself completely out of the mix, you post the assets on, and businesses come to your platform, that's the stickiness, to bid on that space. And you're completely 100% operation friendly, you dropped your costs, so anyway.
No, I really appreciate it. Very helpful comment. I think some of the things you said, we really are in terms of what other people are doing, whether it's Uber or the food services and all that. We're just trying to really make this advertisement, especially for regular small business, regular people like us, easy to do that. So I appreciate the comment. Thank you.
Okay, I think it's on. So this screen, how many would love to see this screen first? This would help understand. And there's an issue with just trying to understand the tech. So I just want to say, like, if you have a video demo for the screen owner, they need to see a demo. Just a video. You can do it in 1 minute to really explain it.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more with you. That's one of my wish lists, about the video kind of describing maybe a 30-second or a minute video that describes. I think that'll go a really long way. We are a startup, and we work with shoestring budget, and we get cost a lot of money. So I'm just not able to, that's it. That's all I can say, but that I will do.
And I understand, so, doing small videos, it can cost a lot of money. There are some definitely AI techniques that you can get a video done in a couple $100, but I know that's a lot, it could be a lot.
I tried, I just didn't make me happy, so
Yeah.
I gave up on the AI stuff.
So that's the first thing. The second thing is your audience. You definitely need to screen owners, but if you need capital, then I don't know if you have talked to, of course, some of the owning agencies, looking at the agencies to partner with them to help bring your technology into their area, like Outfront or something like that, and porting them to you. They eventually will buy you out at some point.
Yeah, so partnership is something we would love to get in, and we are exploring. I don't have anything, but I'll do that.
There's a large billboard network.
Yeah.
They do digital ads.
Oh, the billboard,
Yeah.
yes. But that's something we'll do. So one of the things we might ask is, if you have any relationship that you are able to introduce us, that would be.
Okay, I think I have a connection.
I would appreciate it.
Next, my name is Ferndale Brown, Digital Guard Solutions. We are a tech firm in cybersecurity. I have a comment and an opportunity. The first comment is, and I think she's not pointing about the ability awards, but what about stadium arenas? Because stadium arenas have screened. I don't know if you thought about that concept. Since you're using that.
Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. So I was asking, we're talking about the stadium arenas, which have all the big boards and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's a consideration for on your print. But the other thing is, we have an opportunity to get more detail with a university that's looking for a solution to allow for streaming to all of their on-demand, personal demand to those screens. So whereas it's I can scan a QR code and put that into a position TV. And I don't know if that technology covers that, but this solution, this university is looking for 40 of those solution sets, along with 5 of the universities. So, I mean, the detail, but I think that's.
Yeah, university is a really good use case for our solution. We would love to get help, get introduced and all that. But one real thing about the billboard and the arena aspect, just a quick story, the whole idea that came to me is during the pandemic, I have a small business as well, and during the pandemic, everything was slow, and I was like, gosh, it would be so cool to advertise my business on the billboard. So I looked up, and it was very hard to find, like, who to even call, and how to even, and then when I did work hard to figure that out, I found out that it's just beyond my reach in terms of the cost. And that was it. And I was like, gosh, it would be so cool if it's cheaper, and if I can do it from my phone. And that's really cool. So the billboard is in our orbit. It will take a lot more development effort and a lot more money, but billboard is something on our orbit.
Because I think you have the concept from content to screen.
That's
That's your 2 points. That's right. And expand that out. So.
Appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you.
We're up against it, but so make your comments 1 minute or less, please, so that we can get everybody out of your own time. And speak into the microphone because this will go up. Thank you.
I'm not sure if someone asked this question already, but how are people making money off of this?
Yeah, so when you advertise, there are 2 ways you can do it. The one is one time, like the fun use case, you go with your spouse to a restaurant. It's just a one-time thing. You want to put it once in 7:15 and you're done with it. Small business want to do multiple times throughout the day, and that we call the subscription based. So there are 2 ways you have to you can do it, and then that's the different cost. It could be like as simple as $1.99, or it can be as simple as $100 a month. That get 20 slots, 30-second slot for entirely for 30 days. So you get 30-second slot for 30 days, and you pay $100. That's the lowest, and that's how you pay, and that revenue gets split with platform and the screen.
Perfect. So, I'm personally thinking that going straight to the source, like restaurants and painting with a twist and wineries And, all these places that, like small businesses, because I understand the concept of having a billboard. I paid $100 for a billboard that was for like 5 seconds for 30 days. And I don't feel like it was worth it, right? So being able to go to these small businesses that people go to all the time, like I was in Atlanta, I went to a bar, I ended up uploading my picture of my Instagram on their screen by just using a QR code. I didn't have to pay for it, right? But this is something that a lot of people don't know about. So being able to sell that to these business owners so they can create their own commercials and allow other Black-owned businesses or other businesses to come in and upload their thing for $1.99 and have it run for 30 days. Oh yeah, you can go check me out my commercial on such and such. So that's a lot of proper propaganda going around the community, right? So we're able to say, oh, go down to Happy's Pizza and watch my commercial on their thing, and they're grabbing something from Happy's or Satish, sliders, or whatever the case may be. So it's a lot of different things.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I heard that we're up against the time, so I'll go fast. So a couple things. First of all, we're probably one of the potential clients you would want to go after. We have screens throughout the building in different places and audiences like this and different audiences that come through. So for me, I would say, first of all, I want to talk with you after about it, but then focusing on ease of use and how it becomes passive income would be really easy for someone externally to follow and understand where they fit into that process, because both getting things on screens for us is a manual, like labor-intensive thing today.
Absolutely.
So you're solving two problems for people. So I think focusing on those would be really helpful. But again, catch up with me after because I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, I appreciate the comment.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you.
Hello, my name is Z Scott, the SEO Queen. I really like this concept. There's a lot of companies that do this, but their cost of entry for small business is significant. So one of the things that I know will speed up adoption is revamping your website. You have mixed the B2B and the business owner messaging on your website. It's mixed. That's confusing.
Okay.
Like you have this diagram right here where you have the 2 different tracks.
Yeah.
You need content on your website with 2 different pages, 2 different tracks. It needs to be clear when people come to the website, whether it's on mobile or desktop, for business owners who own, for screen owners, screen owners, business owners, screen owners, business owners. Because you know, it's B2B. So this is critical. When I was reading the messaging, I was like, okay, we're switching the benefits from the business owner who wants to screen to the business owner who wants to be seen. And they're mixed together. This causes confusion. And people don't have time to figure that out. Second of all, as far as creating video content so people know, like whether or not is it a minimum order, because some companies require you to have like $2,500 just to start a campaign. So I don't know what your minimum, I don't know what the
$1.99 could be the minimum one.
Well, see, that is a huge benefit. There needs to be no minimum to get started. Like, instant adoption. Like, if I can take my little $5 a day and target a screen, that's worth the time. And you'll get the people on there. You need to say that on there. Now, when it comes to the video, I don't know how the app is developed, but there's, I know when we developed mobile apps, there's platforms we did rapid app development on. You could just do a Zoom. Do a Zoom or Loom, record your screen, don't worry about having something fancy, just get it done. You can tell you, but the person with the little $5, the business owner, they're not gonna care about how fancy the video is. They're not. I mean, Ty Lopez, he's like almost a billionaire now, but when he started out, he did selfie videos. So if you can communicate the value and clearly articulate for the screen owners and the business owners, you're gonna start to get that adoption. And that was one of my biggest questions, like, is there a minimum to get in? We're not having a minimum, that's a big differentiator to all the other platforms out there.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thanks, everyone. Excellent comments. If there's one thing that you heard going on, it was a lot. One thing you could implement almost immediately, what would it be?
So I think all of the comments were really good. But one thing really stood out from the lady is, I know there are two different aspects, and now I think about it, I think someone telling third person like yourself telling me that, you need to showcase on the website, and I think you're right, we don't have that, and that's the one thing make sure we add that.
Great, that's
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So thank you. We really appreciate that. And I'd like to learn more as well because I'm kind of an old sales guy. And when I see something kind of cool, I want to increase my knowledge about it because you never know. I'm out and about and I see a challenge that needs to be solved and it can be solved with your service. I'd be more than happy to give you a call.
Thank you.
So now we're getting there. We're almost done. 9:56, we have 4 minutes. Just a couple of quick announcements. Incubizo has a workshop coming up on how to write copy. Copy's king when it comes to getting your messaging through. And the gentleman who's going to be running this workshop, Mr. Mike McClure, please raise your hand. You may look over 35, but I think young.
Yeah.
And then another level up, Cafe is coming at Incubizo to talk a little bit about what are we talking about? That's your cue to come up here, you know that.
Who made it to the panel last week? So this is just another part of the series, so this is happening every month. So the next one, Level Up, how to elevate your business with strategic positioning and enhanced brand recognition. One of our members, Jess, he owns a company called Model Citizen. Brenda Williams, you like her, you love her, she's great. Melissa McClary Davis, where'd you go? I lost you, figured it out. She also will be on the panel and it will be moderated by Valerie J as well. So this is what we're doing. There's a panel, you come, you learn, and then there's a spin-off hands-on workshop where you have to do it yourself. Because the truth is, like I said last week, a lot of us just don't have the budget to hire the guy or the gal, right? So that's what Mike is doing on the main team here. And then the workshop after this will be with Jess. He's got the branding coordinator for Bon Bon Bon. Have you had bonbons? But she is also joining. He's got a team of like 4 experts that are going to sit with you for 2 hours and do some hands-on work about color theory and fonts and branding and just making it your own, even when you have to use free tools. So this is all for you all. So come, eat, and hang out with us. It was very cute last week. $10. It's $10. That's it. Tina. Okay. Who's next? Oh, me? I'll take it. Thank you.
It's working. It's probably worth $50. It's really if you're a small business owner and you want to understand how to write copy and understand how to make your website look great. All these cool tools. Yes, Ginger.
How long is Mike's workshop? That starts
It's like 6 hours.
It's 1 hour.
an hour.
It's an hour. And the chamber, Linda. Madison Heights Chamber. The fundraiser on Thursday. If you like to go and drink beer or not to drink beer, not beer, you can do all those things. But it is a fundraiser for the chamber. Madison Heights Chamber is one of the best chambers around. It's just my personal opinion, but you would probably agree with me. And then David Benjamin, he's here in the room. He is a social media expert in marketing. He's doing a LinkedIn training workshop. If you have a LinkedIn profile with stage like mine, you might want to talk to him because LinkedIn is one of those cool platforms now. It used to be for job seekers. Now LinkedIn is everything. It's really, I spend more time on LinkedIn than Facebook. And that's on Thursday, September 18th, it's $25. Virtual. Because for a person to update your LinkedIn profile, it's like $150. You can teach how to do it yourself. And then Fast Track. The last info section for Fast Track, which is an advanced program for business owners who really want to move their business forward. If perhaps they've been in business for a couple of years, but things are stagnant, they don't have a business plan, they don't want to move forward, this is a great cohort. And there's an informational session coming up on Wednesday, August 13th. That's today. On Zoom. Scan the QR code. This is a $1,000 program. It's half off. And it's 8 weeks, and Tony can attest it's worth the investment. And of course, we want to thank our space sponsor, this room, this building, Josh and Carter. Thank you so much. If you are a small business owner and you're working out in the basement or the garage, come on, really? Come here. Hang out with some cool people. Stop driving your spouse crazy with all the phone calls and stuff. And plus, you don't want customers coming to your garage or to your home. Come here. Or if you just need a mailbox for your business, this is basically the top of she'll take care of you. And guess what? We're done. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Incubizo. We take a photo every Wednesday. We use this on our social media. Please feel free to take photos if you'd like. Tag us on your social media. Hashtag DetroitMetro. Hashtag Incubizo. Hashtag Open Thrive. Hashtag entrepreneurship. Hashtag small business.